Hey everybody, WhySoWookie here. In this video, we're going to go over Pubg Update 13.1, all the new additions to the game, as well as changes that are being made throughout. Hope you enjoy the video. If you do, consider liking and subscribing to see more. So the first thing that the Pubg guys go over is just an update about Taego, and they say, "We cannot express our thanks enough for all the great feedback and player comments regarding the release of Taego and Update 12.2. Thanks to your constructive feedback, we're making lots of changes and improvements to Taego. Let's jump into it." So the first major addition is the multi-care packages, which we did see in the initial trailer, but it wasn't present in the initial update. And they say this: "We've received a lot of feedback regarding an increase in the amount of care packages airdrops available in each match. Let's fix that. Previously it was only generally one player who'd get all the loot from each drop, with not much left to go around. With this update we've dramatically increased the number of care packages through addition of small airdrops, allowing more players the chance to hunt them down and loot them up. When the situation is right, additional care packages can be used as hard cover to engage or retreat from your opponent." And then they say standard care package is 1, and then small care packages is 5 to 15 crates. So it's going to be pretty cool. Multi-drop care packages contents, they have ammo, healing items, throwables. Standard care package spawn items can also be found, but with a lower probability. So that's a good little addition. I imagine a lot of players are going to go chasing after these multi-drops, and it's going to, cause some pretty crazy experiences, which is good. The next thing that they've added is a secret room. So the Taego secret room can be changed the course of your match and help you win that chicken dinner. Top tier gear, including items not found elsewhere on the battlegrounds, can be looted inside the secret room. Hidden keys are scattered across Taego and can be looted, then used to access the secret room. So available items are self-AED, scopes, low chance of care package items, and a large number of healing items and throwables. So it's a good thing if you land somewhere where there's a secret room, because of course people start learning where they are. If you find a key, you can go and get looted that much quicker, which is good. Next feature is the emergency landing. Again, we saw this in the original trailer where the plane was looking to be on fire, and they've added that feature in this next update. A simple leisurely plane ride to the battlegrounds. Maybe not so much. Stay alert and pay attention to the flight crew's instructions, as not every flight is a smooth one. Engine failure can cause your plane to crash, catch fire and come hurling down towards the ground, attempting to make an emergency landing." And then it says, "The emergency landing plane moves faster than the standard starting plane, but the tall height varies greatly, resulting in a varied fall duration. The further you jump at the beginning of the flight, the further you can travel. The later you jump off, the shorter you can travel, because the altitude is decreasing. If you decide not to jump out of the plane, you'll take 50% damage at the end of its journey." Okay, so then you've got the potential of landing on the ground with half health. They've increased item spawn changes on the map as well. So the self-AG is getting a 37% increase. Now, initially there was a big worry that everybody would have one every game and it was going to be a bit crazy. That hasn't really been the case. I'd probably say most games you don't even see one, and I think I've only actually managed to loot 2 myself the entire update, so it did need a bit of a buff, but I'm sure if it goes too high they'll tweak it again in the future. They've increased stocks by 1%, stun grenades by 14 and molotovs by 3, and they've also added new items as well. So they've added the emergency pickup, which is pretty cool, C4 and spike traps, so you can finally do better bridge blocks on that map, which will be good. They've also made some changes to Sanhok, and this is what they have to say. Sanhok was originally released in 2018 and remastered in 2020. We haven't stopped there and continue to make additional changes and improvements across the map. Based on the feedback received after the remaster, we're improving movement flow in specific areas and adding additional cover to encourage more diverse and reactive gameplay. And then we've got some examples here of how they've added rocks around the coastline, so there's actually cover and it's not just so open, which is pretty good. And there's also more trees as well, which is nice. They've also relocated the Northwest Island Temple, so as you can see in this one, and added far more trees as you go up there, so it's not as open, which is good. Next, they talk about the matchmaking map rotation. So for the next update, Paramore has been removed and Karakin has been added back into normal matches, which is good. And it seems that Taego is still going to be a featured map for the next update. Rank Season 11, so the new rank season will start as well soon, and you've got a little bit of a time left to get to the rank that you want for Season 12, and the dates for those. So on the PC, the rank Season 12 will end on August 4th, and for console it'll be August 12th, and then once the live server maintenances are taking place, Season 13 will start. And then you can work towards your next ranked. Now, I personally haven't even played ranked this whole season for Season 12, partly because there's been quite a lot of content to try it in the regular servers, and partly because from what I've seen across the community, there's a lot of reports of more cheating in the ranked, and it's just like, seems like a bit of a headache. But I might jump back in Season 13 now, so I've had a bit of time with Taego, but let me know if you've been playing Season 12 ranked. Your rewards will be delivered the same way as usual, so at the beginning of Season 13, they'll automatically just appear on the screen when you log in after the update. And then they've done some weapon balance updates as well, so sniper rifles have had a bit of a buff, so they've improved the ballistics to make them better. They've increased the muzzle velocity, there's less bullet drag, and it's a more of a flat bullet trajectory as well, and also the damage coefficient is higher over range. And they've also debuffed some of the DMRs as well. So they're trying to incentivize people using bolt actions and not just DMRs all the time. A couple of ARs and stuff have received buffs. So the QBZ has gone from 41 to 42 damage and had a slight recoil reduction. The G36C has had a slight recoil reduction. The DP28 has increased damage from 51 to 52. The M249 has got a slight recoil reduction. The PP Bison has gone up from 35 to 36 damage as well. So a couple of little buffs there across. I think DMRs did need a bit of a debuff because people were just constantly taking DMRs now. So I've been enjoying my bolt actions recently, so hopefully we'll see more of those. Next, we look at the new progressive weapon skin. So, I mean, this is like the follow-up to the barrel weapon skin that we all saw. I mean, the whole system is still a complete rip-off, of course. They've not changed anything in terms of the pricing or anything like that. But don't forget, you can still get your 10 contraband coupons per week from the store. I think it costs like 8,200 BP or something like that. And a lot of the events reward you with contraband coupons as well. So although you may not get the contraband skin itself, you may, there are still pretty cool skins that go in there as well. And again, that skin you can rank up to rank 10. Next is a new feature, which is sprays. So introducing the new spray feature, you can spray on the ground, building, walls during the match, express your emotions through various sprays. Sprays can be applied to most surfaces, excluding water, windows, vehicles and players. You can apply sprays at close range only and in most situations, including while moving or standing still. Sprays cannot be used in the lobby. Sprays can be equipped under customized emotes and sprays tabs, so it's going to take up some of your emote slots. Each player can only have one spray displayed in the world at a time. Okay, so if you respray, then it moves it, I imagine. So that's pretty cool. So you're going to be able to spray your building and stuff like that. They've improved the UI UX improvements, so they've changed the match results screen. So the celebration begins, so it's basically like a podium at the end, which is pretty cool. Next, they've improved the kill message improvements. So as you can see in this image here, the top one, you killed Pubg player 22, is yellow because that was an assisted kill where you finished someone else's down, for example, whereas the red ones are people you've killed yourself. So that does differentiate it. It's going to make it a bit easier for your communication with your players. You're going to know instantly who you've killed if you've not actually been keeping track of the gamer tags as good. So that's a nice little improvement there. Next, they've added some new items and skins into the store. So they've added a couple of the sprays, which you'll be able to get for BP, and they've also added some of the teal weapon skins as well, which are pretty cool. So you've got a Microwave, a Scar, and a VSS. They'll be going live with the new update. They've added 3 new female face options as well, which are pretty cool. And they've also added some school outfits, and especially the one on the right kind of looks a bit Harry Potter-ish. And like, what was that game? Rockstar, Bully. It's like Bully from the Rockstar game, which is pretty cool. So I'm sure people will be getting those. Probably not going to pick one of those up myself, but you know, the options there for you. And then there's a couple of bugs that have been fixed as well. So I'll leave a link to the patch notes in the description of the video, so you can check them out yourself if you like to. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider liking and subscribing to see more, and also follow on Twitter and TikTok for even more gaming content. Wookie out.